The Living Well with COPD self-management program is based on a public-private partnership between the Montreal Chest Institute, the Respiratory Health Network of the Fonds de Recherche en Santé du Québec, the pharmaceutical industry, the Quebec Asthma and COPD Network, the Canadian Lung Association, as well as health professionals and patients living in and outside of Canada. This program has been established across Quebec and has demonstrated a very positive impact on patients' health, as well as an important decrease in the frequency of hospitalization and emergency room visits. Thanks to the Living Well with COPD team at the Montreal Chest Institute, a completely new and improved website was launched in November 2012. The address remains the same, www.livingwellwithcopd.com, and the website can also be accessed in French directly through www.mieuxvivreavecunmpoc.com. The website is a great tool for sharing information of the Living Well with COPD program. It includes a public section that presents the background of the disease and the program, learning videos, and educational tools especially designed for patients and their families. In this section, it is also possible for the visitor to complete a simple test to determine if he or she is at risk of COPD. In the public section, it is also possible to take a look at a glimpse of the different educational materials for people suffering with COPD, including modules, brochures, and pamphlets, just by clicking on the available links. The same applies for the health professionals who would like to view the educational guides from this section. Because the Living Well with COPD team believes that the use of educational documents requires a medical support, the access to the educational materials on the website is limited. The full versions of the educational materials can only be downloaded from the secured section, which is password protected. Health professionals can obtain a password to access the secured section from the Quebec Asthma and COPD Network. After obtaining this password, just type it in the top right corner in the reserved area. This will allow you to access the full versions of all educational materials and user guides, which you can download for free. Patients can also access the secured section by using a different password. The secured area for patients presents a number of materials on the section, documentations and tools, such as the learning modules and the action plan. Ask your health professional who could provide you with a password. The new site also features an interactive section for patients and health professionals, password protected, and access to the international adaptations of the program. When you log into the secured section for health professionals, you will automatically be presented with the interactive section, User Guides. Here, you can select the education topic of your choice. In the center of the screen, you will see the objectives for the patients and their families, a number of suggested questions, and the step-by-step educational interventions needed to cover each education topic. In a single screen, you will have at hand all the tools needed to go through your educational intervention with your patient. The Living Well with COPD program has been adapted to respond to the needs of different groups of health professionals at the international level. When you enter in this section, Documentation and Tools, a choice of countries will be offered. Once you click on Canada, you will have access to the full program for the health professionals in Canada. The available materials can be found in the following categories: patient materials, 7 education modules, 2 brochures, 1 written action plan, health professionals material, 1 reference guide called Introduction, which explains the theoretical background of the Living Well with COPD program and the adult learning principles, 7 reference guides to support the individual patient education, 1 educational flip chart to support individual education, 8 reference guides for group education, a number of posters to support group education. In this section, you will find the original files in PDF format that can be printed and downloaded free of charge. They will facilitate the education process.